So why is Jake the chosen one? Why does he deserve that title? What makes him so different from everyone else? The concept of the chosen one can probably sound a bit played out at this point. We've had Neo, Anakin Skywalker, Aang, Frodo, Paul Atreides, Harry Potter. The list goes on. And then we have Jake, a teen who fully accepts that he's chosen for a great war that's coming. He's made aware that events will play out over the course of years, but through it all, he's meant to lead humanity against an evil that predates Earth and is threatening to invade the mortal realm. Okay, par for the course, right? There's one tiny issue, though. By age 17, Jake becomes a villain, renounces his role, and actually directly communicates and receives guidance from the very dark entity threatening to invade Earth. How about that? Book 1, he's a young hero starting out fresh, already the chosen one, accepts his responsibility. Book 2, he's a villain. Book 3, redemption and maybe another shot at being the chosen one. Maybe not. Books 4 and 5, that dark army is invading Earth, whether humanity has a chosen one or not. So yeah, he makes a big mistake, one that potentially speeds up the invasion of Earth. Let's take a couple minutes to dive into that. In the universe of Supreme Heroes, there are 3 realms: the Immortal Realm, the Mortal Realm, and the Punished Realm. The Immortal Realm mainly consists of a binary star system, so 2 suns. But here's the weird part. One of them is actually a world called Imperia. And it's unlike any conventional planet or star because while creatures can live on it, it's actually so bright it can be mistaken for a typical star. For eons, life was good on Imperia. No war, no plague, paradise. You know the story. Dude named Lucas comes along. He and his brother Yaslin are servants of the Emperor of Light. From a very young age, they've been taught the wonders of the universe and the legend of the Chosen One, who would have unspeakable power. One brother idolizes the tale, just can't get enough of it. Will dedicate his life to finding the Chosen One and protecting him. Has no doubts that the Chosen One will come into existence one day. The other brother has kept count of how many times he's heard the tale. He enjoys the tale, don't get me wrong, but not to the degree that Yaslin does. He believes that one can become the Chosen One over time. 2 very different interpretations. And you can begin to see where one interpretation can be set up for a great disappointment, to say the least. You sort of build up this image in your head that maybe you could be the Chosen One. Why does it have to be anyone else? Why do we have to wait for this Chosen One to come into existence? Why do we have to hear this tale over and over again? Couldn't it be us? Couldn't it be me? And as you can imagine, Lucas soon claims he's the Chosen One, starts a war over the whole thing. And that war lasts 1,000 years before he's banished to the Punished Realm, where he waits to invade Earth. Why Earth? Because he finds out that that's where the real Chosen One is. He can't have that, can he? But why Jake? What sets him apart? So the select few tell him he's the Chosen One because he, among the rest of the world, has a light still burning in his heart. Without knowing anything about the Empyrean War, Jake somehow knows the exact names of the warriors that participated in that war, as if he was there. He has these dreams that give him a preview of the supernatural powers he's yet to awaken within him. He's not the Chosen One because he's pure of heart or fearless or a perfect leader. No, we already know that he's going to make a huge mistake. That's not why he was chosen. It's not his choices or his feelings that determine that. In spite of the potential darkness that resides in him, he's the Chosen One because even in the deepest dark, his light still burns. I'm getting ahead of myself with the story, but I hope this was enough to start to illuminate the importance of Jake. Why you're playing as him, this seemingly normal teenager who starts off wanting nothing more than to be able to beat his best friend, who happens to be the best at everything, and then the next thing we know, he's put in charge of that best friend, and others, as he becomes the hero Earth needs. But yeah, we'll get into some gameplay now. I hope you're excited for day number 2. Let's go. Alright, I caught it this time. You can follow along, play along if you want, and I'm going to be using the PS5 controller. But I do recommend playing on the Xbox controller, because the glyphs in the game are programmed for Xbox and keyboard and mouse. So I just prefer the PS5 controller. But before we begin, I want to go back to what I was mentioning in the previous video about comparing the beta test to this playtest that I'm about to play. And I have videos for that. So this is what the old project looked like. And on the screen I have images of how I want Citro to appear, both his Lord's Blade and his armor itself. And as you can see in the old project, it's pretty close, but it's not exact. The helmet is too wide. The abdominal plates stretch down too low. And also the shoulders are, the shoulders are okay, but yeah, this one much more closely represents my original vision. Especially the Lord's Blade, like that one is I want to say 100%, but I'll give it some room for improvement. So that's 99% as close to the image as possible. The armor as well is a much more closer representation of Citro. So I'm really pleased with the new models. And then of course the movement is a much better. So yeah, as you can see, animations play a lot smoother. But yeah, just overall, and let me see this one. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. So with this one, we're just showing how Jake looks in the armor. So it's not just an empty dude in the armor; it's actually him in the armor. And we've seen a preview of this in the opener, Supreme Heroes opener, where it starts off with him in the armor, but then he takes his helmet off, and they are two different blades that you can equip in the game that do that. So yeah, we're just kind of showing that off there. And I think we're gonna look at a comparison up close. Yeah, so the Lord's Blade, there it is. That's the new model. The details just pop a bit more, you'll see, compared to the old model. I'm still keeping the old model in the game because one thing that I couldn't replicate was the shine on the blade. So I do like that about the older model. But as far as the shape and geometry, yeah, see, this one is the older model, and it's pretty decent. I like the shine of the blade, so that's why I'm keeping it. But it still doesn't. It's a little too big, and it doesn't match the proportions properly. But yeah, so you can still see it in the game, it'll still be there, but as far as using the model, it'll be the updated model. And yeah, that'll do it. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay now. I think the volume is okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're basically starting where we left off yesterday. So I have to collect the items in that chest. We have one final guy to beat. I think this is the enemy that fled yesterday. He's back. He had to retreat for a while. I am going to adjust the volume, perhaps just a little bit more. Alright. Hey, it gives us a chance to earn some extra orbs, so that's always good. As long as he doesn't flee again. And so these enemies don't... I did like the question we had yesterday. These enemies are not element-based, so they don't cast magic at you, but there will be enemies that do have elemental abilities. These are just some of the most basic enemies that there are in the game. They are pretty strong, so if you do miss a step, you know, they can be punishing. Let's see. I do have enough for the dash here. Let's get that. Short spells. That's a good one. Oh, this one right here, that's probably my favorite one because this one increases your attack speed to the max, and yeah, that's very helpful. Go ahead and collect some items. You know what? I'm going to show you a little trick. Don't collect everything. Just collect the medals. And then we're just going to quick save. Because we're able to craft something here in this level that'll help out later on. And that is the Dynamic Claymore. One of the most powerful weapons in the game. Just go ahead and wait for that to craft. Oh yeah, one of our abilities now allows us to access PCs. So beforehand, we couldn't access them. We have to unlock the ability, PC access, to gain access to PCs. And we can read an email here. This one is from Geyser to Citro. It's a cool read. I won't go through it, but yeah, you can check it out for yourself. It kind of reveals a little bit more of the relationship between Jake and Caleb. Delves a little deeper into that. But, oh yeah, so the new blade, we now have access to it in our hotbar. And yeah, this is it. This is probably one of the most powerful forms you can have. Not the most powerful, but one of them. We'll go into all of that a little bit later, but yeah, we're ready to leave the level now. That's our last few items, and here we go. Okay, this is level number 3 now, and this one's more of a test level. So everything you see here, it's not going to be in this level in particular. Is not going to be in the actual game, but everything in it represents things that you can do in the full game. So, you know, like sliding obstacles, wall running obstacles, and then just different items that you can pick up. So, there's definitely, like the island that we were mentioning, that we played through, that one has everything you can do motion-wise. This one is more of everything else. So, before we get started with some more combat, just gonna pick up some stuff here. Oh, sweet. I was hoping this would pop up. This is a rare find right here. I think you get a 30% chance of picking this up every time that container appears. This one helps with crafting. It's a big component for crafting, so you want to look out for these dormant orbs. The dormant orb, when cracked, offers the essence of pure and refreshing mountain springs. Yes. Restores 20 orb gauge points. So, and they weigh 1 pound each, so yeah, you want to be careful there. Let's see. I can sell some stuff. Okay. I see that the stream is starting to lag a little bit. Okay. That looks a little better. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our stats menu. That's a good one to start with. So right now we have 100 health. That's our max health. That's actually our current health. My bad. And then our magic gauge, our current level, orb count. Oh yeah, and when you're unarmed, you're at half your damage points. So yeah, you always want to have some kind of weapon equipped, because you're not going to do a lot of damage otherwise. Current XP. But if so we can see how we look. Zoom in, zoom out, standard stuff. But if we go into this little box here, we can see the weapons that we've collected so far. And that's why it was important to equip that dynamic claymore that we crafted, because immediately after crafting it and equipping it, I should say after equipping it, you can craft it, but you have to equip it to have this populated in your stats menu. So yeah, we can go over some of the things that it does. And then we have, you know, these other weapons that we have not collected yet. But we'll be able to in this playtest. That's kind of the purpose of this playtest, is to allow you to experience the game and see what you can do. So you'll be able to collect all of these in this playtest, just to kind of test how you like the weapons and what they do for the character. One of my personal favorites is let's see, this one here, Viper Fangs. This one's really good for building up your hit counter. So racking up those combos, it'll definitely get you a lot of orbs from bosses, especially. Yeah, this is another good one, Y2K. This is your data form, Technopath. He's also got some electricity involved in that one, so you'll be immune to stuns. Because later on, when enemies are elemental, they can either freeze you, burn you, or stun you. Some of them can poison you even, and you know, depending on which weapon you have equipped, you'll be immune to that elemental attack. And also, you know, you want to pick the right weapon because your attacks can have a boost against them. So it's all about one-upping each other with those elements. It's the original vision. So yeah, let's get started on crafting some of these. These 4 up here, you'll notice that they are under the category of elect few. So, you know, the other ones follow the pretty standard RPG category. You got your uncommon, you have your rare, your epic, and then your legendary. Well, these ones are elect few because they can't be found. They are obtained through your quick select. So we'll go ahead and open that up. The quick select is opened by, once you unlock the ability, by holding down the D-pad down, and your window will pop up, and it'll stay there as long as you're holding it down. Let go, and you'll equip whatever is highlighted. So move down on the right analog stick, and you'll know what you have equipped, because a sound effect will play if you haven't equipped it, and even if you try to equip the paladin, which we have not found or crafted yet, won't let you do that. So we either have to find or craft a lot of these weapons. Like all the epic ones, we have not found any of those. Yeah, so basically we'll be going to do that. I'm gonna let the stream catch up a little bit. So one more time, if you didn't catch it, it's the down and right analog stick to navigate. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the elect few, and then on the right you'll see that there's, you know, your combos that are available with that weapon. So let's start with Flurry. So this is her Lieber's Mace, and she's lending it to you, which is great because now you have all of her abilities during the duration that you're wielding this weapon. In the lower left hand part of the screen, like where your health is, you'll notice that your icon has changed to represent Flurry. So Citro and Flurry, just letting you know that that's who the weapon belongs to. Yeah, so you now have a different combat set with her weapon. Oh yeah, and then since we have short spells, her ability is Earth and Gravity. It's sort of a combination, but she is technically the strongest of the elect few. If we look at her stats, it's 2x. So yeah, 2 times as strong as Citro. And then let's explore the rest. But first, I want to collect some orbs here. Let's see. Stream seems to be struggling, so I'm gonna see if I can do anything. Okay, that should help. Turned off the motion blur. That should be better. Yeah, so she has Earth. And if we unlock some other magic abilities... So right now we have short spells unlocked, but it's up to you if you want to use medium spells or long spells or short. So if we use medium spells, these ones override the short spells. So now instead of doing that, I'm pressing that button for the magic button. That's because we have medium spells unlocked. So what we have to do now is hold the trigger, and now we can cast a medium spell. So that's our medium spells. But if we don't want that one, we can reset it. That's another big difference between this playtest and the old version is that you can finally reset your abilities and, you know, opt for something else, so you're not stuck with anything. Even this one we don't really need. So if we want to just do long spells, we can do that. And now if we hold down that magic input, we now have access to long spells. And that's probably the most devastating type of cast that you can do between your 3 casts, you know, your short, medium, and long. It does take a bit of time to warm up for it, so, or a bit of time to cast it, so, you know, you got to be wise with when you cast it. It takes a couple of seconds. You know, the enemy's not always going to remain in one spot, so what you want to do maybe is freeze them in place, switch, get a new character, and then do your long spell. And so that one's her, Flurry. Then we have Sarge. This one is a unique one, probably one of my favorite ones too, because he's got a gun, as you can see. Not a real gun, because he's a teen, but it's like a riot gun. Really powerful, can still stop enemies. But, yeah, so by using your enlightened attack, your attack, an enlightened attack input, that enables your gun. And we'll see how that looks in combat. It does take from your stamina, so, and yeah, enemies will try to dodge it. So yeah, you're out of stamina. Now you have to resort to, you know, your standard attacks. But if you land hits, you'll actually replenish your stamina, so yeah. Yeah, so that's, oh, and then let's look at his long spell. So, pretty cool. It's like a barrage of fire bullets. Pretty cool effects. Yeah, so he's the guardian of. Well, let me go back to Sarah and do this properly. Sarah is, let's see, she's 15 and a half, and she is the love interest of Jake. Sort of his crush, but she also gets Caleb's attention, and so yeah, there's a bit of a competition for her attention there that unfolds as the story goes along. So yeah, but yeah, she's 15 and a half. Then we go to Sarge, who is Victor Van Azul. Flurry is Sarah. But yeah, Victor is 16 and a half, and he's the guardian of the group, the strong silent type, and you can see his image in the left-hand corner there, in the HUD. And strong silent type, he's pretty strong. Let's see what his stats are. Yeah, he's 1.8, so pretty strong. Not as strong as Sarah, but strong. And yeah, that's him. And then we have, let's see, yes, so we have Droid, who is Derek Falcon. He's basically the same age as Victor. He's a couple weeks younger than him, but the two are completely opposite. This guy is kind of the hotshot, eccentric, know-it-all, kind of athletic, outgoing, kind of the class clown, if you will. But he and Vic are best friends, basically inseparable. No one knows why, but they click. They hit it off, and yeah, they're pretty much best friends. But yeah, it's completely opposite in personalities. But yeah, he's got electricity, so lightning-based stuff. His combo is a bit different. Yeah, he has a lot of slamming attacks. Yeah, some lightning. Let's see. And then we have the big brother of the group, Geyser, who is Caleb Martin. And he is 17. Now, he's in the story, he's graduating, so he doesn't really spend a whole lot of time with the crew, with the rest of the crew. So mostly Jake, Derek, and Victor kind of make their own clique, and they call themselves the Invincible Trio. However, the Invincible Trio really doesn't live up to its name, because every time they fight Geyser or Caleb, he beats them. So Caleb is the best in combat. He's got all the knowledge, all the combat skill that you could ever need, and yeah, every time they go up against him, it's even said that in the book that they went up against him blindfolded and with one hand tied behind his back, and he still beat them. So that's how good he is. He's just that great in combat. But yeah, so he's pretty skilled. You'll notice, however, that you don't have a new set of combos with his weapon equipped. You have your regular combo, and that's because if you notice, when we go to select it, it says unknown for his combo. There's a reason for that, but anyway, yeah. So let's check out his long range spell. So yeah, water. He's water based. And if we go back and switch to his short spell, so if we reset this one, he also has ice. And let's go ahead and take a look at that, how that looks in combat, because enemies will be able to do this to you too. They can freeze you, so... Oh, hold on. Yeah, so there we go. Frozen in place. Gives us a chance to do some extra damage. Yeah. So, yeah. And the only way to see their health is if you switch to a hard lock on. So as we covered in the previous video, it's by holding down the right analog stick button, and you'll get a message at the top of the screen that shows you if you've switched stances or styles. So yeah, hold that stick in, and yeah. And during hard lock on, that's when you'll see their health. So that's very helpful. Okay, so now that we've gained all of the Elect Fuse weapons... Oh, I don't think we showed... No, yeah, we did. Yeah. Okay, that's his short spell. And then Victor as well. I don't think we showed his... Yeah, fire. Cool. And then when we go back to our stats menu, we'll see that we now have access to those weapons. And we can select them from here, so you don't have to go into your quick select. You can just select that one, and yeah, now we have it equipped. So it's just another way of equipping weapons. Can't equip any of these. Say we want Geyser. Freeze somebody, and then switch to somebody else, and then flame on, shoot them. Oh yeah, this is, I don't think we showed Victor's combo. His is one of my favorites. It ends in a stylish kind of slow-mo hit sometimes. That's your focus strike. Not doing it correctly, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So he has 4 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evidence retrieval, side quest completed. So, yeah, with side quests, we can go ahead and check that out. It's just a couple of quests, a couple of things you can do. Yeah, so evidence retrieval, that's basically picking up evidence of your identity, so those little blade fragments. So we've already done that. Next would be revival pickups, and then yeah, the health pickups. We already see one up here, so we can kind of get a little closer to our goal. So we'll be paying attention to that, some of the side quests, but for now I want to finish crafting what I can. Okay, we've reached our max, so we can start selling some stuff. Since we've already collected all these blades, we don't need them in our inventory. They're taking up weight, so you can get rid of them, because now we can access them through the quick select or the stats menu. Yeah. Okay, these we don't need. The apples we don't need. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's see. Alright, so you want to pay attention to your inventory load. You know, and compare it to the weight of the item you want to craft, because yeah, that's gonna matter a lot. But we have enough room for Paladin, probably the Everblaze, and we'll just need to collect some more items for everything else, and then they'll automatically populate your hotbar once they're crafted. We'll come back to this point here. Sweet. So the Paladin, this one is like a huge Buster Sword, yeah, but he wields it like nothing. So this one has, I think it's 7, or I think it is 7. Yeah, 7 combos, 7 different hits, and 3 in the air. Okay. And then we have the Everblaze. So this one is obviously fire-based. And we'll take a look at how strong they are, or how strong they make you. This one is 2.3, so quite well. And yeah, now we can equip it here. Paladin is, I think it's stronger. Yeah, dude, 3.5. So this one's pretty devastating. Yeah, you do not want to get hit by that. yeah, let's keep crafting. Oh, right. So let's go into our inventory. We can also equip it through the inventory, as I mentioned before, but we really don't need it after we've collected it because it takes up room. You know, it's 450 out of 550. Once we sell those, we'll be back to the 300s. So let's see. Yeah, 300. 5. Yeah, let's keep crafting here. 7 Cs. Oh, don't have quite enough for that one. Or that one. So we need more lumber. Now this one is pretty unique because, as the name implies, it's 7 Cs, so you have 7 blades. You're only using 2 at a time, but the other 7 act as like a defense plus, basically. So as long as you're holding the block button, they'll spin around you kind of straight up and down, vertically. And then once you release it, then they go about their normal spinning pattern there. What I would like to do, if it's possible, is in the future have, like as you're attacking, have each of the 7 blades kind of attack in their own pattern. That would be cool. Yeah, he has a cool combo in the air. Called Arctic Cyclone. Pretty fitting. So yeah, these two are both the Lord's Blade, but one of them is legendary, as you can see. This one is our normal one. We have our helmet on, and our attack is, our attack damage is 1 times, so 1x. And then when we pick up this one, our helmet is off. So this is one that we will see closer to the middle of the game. And when we check our attack, this one is 7x. So already this is like, it's stronger than half of our weapons, basically. The only one stronger than this that we have currently is the Dynamic Claymore. 23x. That's ridiculous. But you'll see that bosses, it's necessary to have that attack damage because bosses are ridiculously strong. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and unlock some other abilities here. Teleportal. Oh yeah, and then our attack speed. Let's get that all the way up. I think that does it. I want this. I'm gonna use this one. Alright, we'll see how easily he goes down. Just a couple hits. Yeah. But bosses will definitely be harder, so... let's see. that glide helps a lot. So. Bye-bye. Okay. You know what? We don't need all this health. These health items, we can get rid of them. Yeah, that'll do. We'll take this one and this one. Oh, don't have enough room. Alright. Yeah, let's sell some of our weapons, because we don't need those. And yeah, it's becoming night now. This one, or this one. Dang, so we still can't... We're not going to be able to do the kinetic scythe or the Y2K, but luckily there is a way to earn them in the game. You just have to have a certain weapon equipped while you're taking damage, and he'll sort of get forced into evolving, and he'll unlock the form that way. It's sort of like a rage meter that builds up, and then he sort of unleashes his next form. Do not damage this property. You are on surveillance. Okay. Yeah, so this is the type that shoots at you. So your enemies will evolve over time. Yeah, they get annoying. Definitely want to... Oh my goodness. Alright, take that. Yeah, so we're almost to level 20. We'll see a bump up in their health and in their damage. So yeah, they do evolve alongside you, dynamically. So yeah, just prepare for that. So right now they have, I think it's 700 health. But yeah, they'll get stronger. I think it'll be 1,000 HP. Yeah, so on the right-hand side of the screen, that's the rage meter building up. And if I have the Lord's Blade equipped, that's when he'll evolve into Citro. So, for example, we'll just get hit, and it should evolve. It's because I have I need this one, and then we'll evolve into... Yeah, so he automatically evolved into Lytra. So that's handy sometimes when you're taking damage. He'll and you have the right equipment, right weapon equipped. He'll evolve into the next form. take him out. He's like a commander, basically, compared to everyone else here. Should be the last one. Right on. So, hey, we got a lot of orbs from that encounter. So now we can go ahead and unlock some other things. Flight is a really good one. You know what? I'm gonna go back on that one, and instead we're just gonna go with an elect few member, because when we face the bosses, we're gonna need her. So let's erase all of these, and we'll have Sarah at our side. Welcome, Sarah. All right. So yeah, she's gonna help out a lot when we face the boss in this area up here. Oh, something else. Oh yeah, so we're pretty injured right now. Yeah, so if we heal up with the potion, we're right as rain. But something else you'll notice is he can get dirty. So like if he does his desert slide, you'll notice all his clothes are all like dusty and dirty. But we can wash off and we go swimming. Ooh, yeah, let's collect this guy. I think, yeah, we didn't collect it yet, so boom. Now we have, this one is called, what is it? Neptune's halberd, I think. We'll take a look. Neptune's talon, okay. It's basically a halberd, but yeah, see, it even describes here that when you're taking damage, while equipping the previous weapon, he'll evolve and sort of gain that weapon. So if we want to unlock the kinetic scythe, all we have to do is have this one equipped and then take damage to a certain point, and he'll evolve into Kytro. Same with the Y2K and so forth. Pretty strong. This one has 21 plus 21x damage, so he's pretty strong. Alright, so let's go back to that boss. Oh, a cool thing with water-based forms, like if you see a fire nearby, all you have to do is equip a water-based form. So right now, if you go up to the fire, you'll take damage. But if you have a water-based form equipped, he'll put out the fire automatically. So that's always cool for when you're like saving citizens and you see a fire around. Yeah, it's best to save them while you have a water-based form active. Alright, for this guy, I still want the best that I have, so 23. Yeah, 23. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so he already took out my revival. That was, see, I already evolved to Zytro, because, that was like one hit. Yeah, so they're sneaky sometimes. When they revive, they'll tend to attack you. Yeah. So that's that was one of the enemies that you saw in the trailer, the opening, the Supreme Heroes opener. You'll face him a lot in the game. That was just one time, and I had one of the best weapons in the game, so you'll want a better strategy than button mashing going into it. But this is just a playtest after all, so it's just showing you what is potentially going to be in the game. Oh, and as you see the rage meter going back down, it'll say form timed out, so that's kind of, it's almost, I guess it is like a time limit. As long as that bar is there, the rage meter, you can use the current weapon that you have, but if it disappears, you're going to revert back to your Citro form. So you'll want to pay attention to that in battle. Let's see. I think we can make it up there. Another weapon here. This one is called Wavebreaker. Wavebreaker. As long as you have a weapon equipped, when you fall from those great heights, you'll do that kind of like impact landing. But if you don't, yeah, your health will be all gone. Shoot, we don't have enough room here. I guess we can sell some stuff. Yeah, we can go ahead and sell some stuff. Ooh, I see something. Actually, I'm just gonna go back. Oh no, alright, never mind. So yeah, we're gonna face one more boss, and let's see. Yeah, let's get rid of these. So we'll face one more boss, and then we'll sort of wrap up today's stream. The third stream will go into a sort of, it's a level that we've seen before, but I've revised it, added some things to it, and we're gonna play through that tomorrow. So that, because it's a big enough level that we can make a stream for it tomorrow. But yeah, we'll face this guy. Okay, so he's got 4 revivals, and he has some help. So I definitely want to equip. Oh, right, we earned a weapon from beating that boss from before. So let's see what that one is. 66x. So this'll definitely be a quick battle, hopefully. I'll save. Oh, man. Okay. want to be careful though, and not let him attack your companion. As you can see, he's just going through that companion, and you want to be careful of that because he'll he's actually gaining levels as you are gaining levels, so he's evolving at the same time you are. So if you and your companion keep dying, yeah, that's just gonna make him tougher. So where is he? Let's get this guy out of the way. Oops. All right. Okay. And we get to have a weapon here. Hey, welcome. Glad to see you. You made it. How's it going? Awesome, sounds good. Yeah, we're just we're going through one of the later levels. And this is basically a couple of things that you can do in the we're in the 3rd level currently. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm gonna work out after this actually, so awesome. Got your workout done, walk the dog. Right on. So we'll finish collecting a couple things here, and then we'll wrap it up. And now we can unlock that door. Let's see. As far as treasure and loot and things to collect, I think we're pretty much done. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh. Alright. Let's see. I'll just go this way. Yeah, no worries. You can play along if you want. Yeah, it's there is a brief little introduction at the start of the stream that kind of goes into a little bit of the history of the Chosen One, but aside from that, no, you didn't miss too much. This is basically where we've been at, just kind of messing around, collecting stuff. There's a lot to collect here. Some crafting involved, and then in the next stream we're gonna visit this lake here because there's a hidden level that you can explore. You can probably see where it's at. It's that dark spot in the bottom of the lake, and it lets you go to a different level. But the only thing is you have to be advanced enough to get there. So we have to unlock certain abilities in order to access it. And I think one of the only ones I'm missing is this one, character abilities. Let's test it really quick. Alright, yeah, so falling without a weapon equipped, you'll take damage like that. Oh, we don't have any health potions. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. That means a lot. And Yeah, it's been a wild ride, kind of making some of these additions. Like one of my favorites, I think I might have described it in the previous video, but being able to see sort of the damage effects and the sort of environmental effects on your clothes is pretty cool. I really like that. So now you can like get dirty, and you can clean yourself off. So that's pretty cool. Let me just heal up here. We don't want to be dirty forever. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, the art style too. Thank you. Yeah, kind of going for anime vibe, but kind of realistic, but kind of anime. And where is Sarah? Oh, there she is. Okay. Want to make sure I didn't lose her. Yeah, so I'll stop here as far as gameplay, and then we can just kind of catch up and chat a little bit. I think I've collected pretty much everything that there is. Yeah, so we'll start here tomorrow, same time, and yeah, we'll just kind of chat for now. Just give me 1 second. Yes, that's right. So it's a mixed style. Yeah, that's right. Anime and modern. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah. I saw your streams too. The Marvel Rivals. That's a good game, man. I saw who you started with, and who was it? It was it looked like a new character, but and then I think you had chosen Bucky, the Winter Soldier. Yeah, that seems like a fun one. Yeah, I believe. Okay. Evil Dino. Yeah, so pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff there. Oh, really? Can't watch Marvel Rivals with the new MD. Wow. I wonder what's happening there. Maybe they'll maybe it's a bug. They'll probably fix it. Probably update it. Ah, that's weird. Whoa, okay, that's a big bug then. Jeez, I wonder what's going on. Interesting. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so if ever your PC fails, PS5, that's a good alternative, man. PS5, some good games on that. What games have you been playing aside from Marvel Rivals? Whoa, nice. Overwatch. Yeah, Crimson Desert. How's that one? I hear some good things about that game. Really good things. The engine that it was made in, just how what they're able to accomplish with the environment. It's really impressive. Crimson Desert. And then some Avium. Hey, thank you for playing that. Appreciate it. No, I haven't tried it. Um, Dang. Yeah, there's some good ones, man. Pearl Abyss. Yeah, they nailed it. That's right, man. Yeah, I've yet to try it. I know that there were I've seen videos like some comparison videos between Crimson Desert and I think Red Dead Redemption 2, just like comparing like the different things you can do. Um, yeah, it looks extremely impressive. Thanks, man. Yeah, I play it from time to time as well too, just to get that the feeling of flying around. Yeah, Avium. Yeah, that's what it's there for, man. I definitely had fun developing that one. Just your basic power suit fantasy, flying around the city, having weapons at your disposal. Yeah, it's definitely a favorite. Yeah, I do plan on making an update to that game, a visual update. It's not a big one, but um, one of the things I would like to add is like damage effects to the environment to where you're. I mean, it's already got good visual effects, but I wanna just make it pop more. And so if I can add this update, if I can uh, make it good and integrated properly, um, it should boost the visual look of the game. Yeah, so I am fully done with it with Avium as far as like the story and everything. The DLC wraps up the story pretty nicely. Um, it it deviates from the book quite a lot. Like the book has a much more it's different. It's very different, but as far as the video game, yeah, it's pretty much complete. Uh, it follows certain beats from the book, but it's kind of its own thing, and it's yeah, it's pretty much done. Um, yeah, and so the next big thing, basically on the menu, is getting that update for Avium completed, and then pivoting to Supreme Heroes in the Citroverse. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I will let you know. Yeah, let you know when that goes through, when that's done. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I've definitely learned a lot, and I see the reviews and the comments, and definitely want to make this game fun to play, but also um, I want the story to be there and be great, because that's the driving narrative that'll kind of get you through um, basically why you're playing this game. It's the story, and the mechanics are pretty much there, as you saw in the videos and as you're seeing currently. That's kind of what the game will look like, with some improvements along the way, of course. But it's mostly the story that I'm trying to kind of work out and um, trying to adapt basically, because uh, basically we're adapting this book, Supreme Heroes, published in 2009, so quite old. Kind of shows my age a little bit, almost 20 years ago. But yeah, so we're basically adapting that book and making it into a video game. So there's plenty of content here, uh, and I want to try to stay as faithful to this as possible. Um, but doing it on my own is it's just taking time. That's all, really. Yeah, it's definitely more demanding. Yeah. um, and I think in a sense, Avium was more about can it be done? That was the question I had in my mind um, throughout the process. And yeah, it can be done. It wasn't to the best degree, but it can be done on your own, and you can definitely add some flair to the gameplay and uh, make whatever kind of game you want. This one, it's more of can I um, can I match the vision, or can I complete? Because I mean, the book is already finished as you see, but can I make that into a video game? So that's the question. Can I turn that into a video game? And so far, I can. It's just it's all about the time that it takes. That's why the release date is set so far in the future, because it's like I said, mechanics wise, it's done. Cinematics wise, nowhere close. Nowhere close. But yeah, they are available, the books, through iuniverse.com. It's on the back here. It says iuniverse.com. But keep in mind, I wrote these when I was younger, and it was a different time back then. But yes, no, it is an actual book that you can read for yourself. Sweden. I haven't checked recently on their website how shipping is. If it's worldwide shipping, I believe it is, but I can get back to you on Discord on that. Um, yeah, yeah, I can definitely look into that after this stream and get back to you with that answer. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely something that I can go in that not a lot of people will know right off the bat is when you look at the author names, um, they're different. One is N.A. Gabriel, one is Gabriel N. Geiserdez. There's a reason for that. It's so the stories are actually told by different people. The first one is told by a certain individual, um, and you'll be able to tell the style of writing as well. This guy doesn't use any apostrophes in his. So instead of saying can't, the author, I mean not the author, the narrator will say cannot. But in this one, he's much more informal, and he's more to the point, short and to the point. So the books are supposed to be told through different narrators, and that's why we have different like authors at the bottom. Uh, it's supposed to imply that, but I don't know if that idea landed the way I wanted it to. Just trying new stuff back then, but yeah. So you'll be able to tell the difference in writing styles. Yeah. Yeah, but the team, I can go into that for a little bit, kind of give you a little bit of background of like the elect few. We kind of went over it with their weapons in the video, but yeah, starting from the oldest to the youngest, we have Caleb Martin, who is 17. He's graduating this year, and he's sort of the big brother of the group. He does a lot of the planning, and he's the best in combat. So when the other guys try to take him on, he beats them every time. Doesn't matter like what disadvantages you give him, he's always on top of it, and it can become annoying because he's so good at stuff. He's almost like a Gary Stu, um, and he prides himself in that. So he likes being the leader. He's kind of got an ego, but we'll get into that. And next we have Victor Van Azul. He's 16 and a half, and he's the sort of guardian of the crew. He's the strong, silent type. He's strong physically. He likes to work out. He reminds me of the most of myself, like stature wise, and he's big dude, likes to work out, kind of quiet, introverted, but his best friend happens to be Derek Falcon, which is he's a couple weeks younger than Victor. He's athletic, eccentric, humorous, sharp-witted, kind of a know-it-all. Um, you know, he and Victor couldn't be further apart from each other in terms of personality, but the two have become best buds, inseparable. Uh, yeah, somehow I guess the opposites just kind of attract. I don't know, but yeah. So and then we have Jake, who is he's a couple weeks away from his 16th birthday, so he's 15, but he's going to be 16 soon. Uh, the main character, as you know, and then Sarah, who is a couple months younger, or actually just 1 month younger than Jake, and he Jake sort of falls in love with her. She likes him too, but she's also getting the attention of Caleb. So yeah, so she becomes Jake's crush, but she also captures Caleb's attention. So there's a little bit of competition for her attention there as the story goes on, and yeah, there'll be some conflict there, kind of a love triangle, but not really. Um, so Victor, Jake, and Derek all go to the same school, but Caleb has been chilling, taking fewer classes for his senior year, and now he's going to be leaving and not spending as much time with the crew. So they sort of become their own clique. Jake, Derek, and Victor. They call themselves the Invincible Trio when Caleb's not around. Um, they like to think that they're invincible, but whenever they try to take on Caleb in combat, there's no chance. So, uh, yeah, but yeah, anyway, and then Sarah used to be childhood friends with the crew years ago, and then she moved away for a while, but now she's back in some city. Some city is a fictional city in California, but she's going to a different school now. But there's a reunion at some point, and yeah, that's when things sort of kick off in the story. Thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot. One second. All right, had to check on something. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically the characters for you, and or the main characters. Uh, yeah, and I hope it's interesting for everyone else, because these characters are, you'll see them a lot in the potential sequels, so they're going to be important to get to know. So I just have to I have to get that done right in the story. Let's see. And tomorrow, I can go ahead and highlight what we'll cover tomorrow. Thanks, I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I just have to do my part and just make, just kind of refine everything, and then yeah, work on those cinematics to really bring those visuals to life, um, in the way that I did that opener. So it'll be in that style, kind of Kingdom Hearts inspired, but trying to make it my own style as well. Um, thanks for the support, man. Um, so for tomorrow, um, one of the menus we can explore is the help menu. Um, that one has a little bit more detail with the lore, um, and sort of the weapons that you pick up, items that you pick up. It kind of just explains that a little bit more, because the menus really have an interconnectivity to them. When you do something like a simple pickup, different different things will happen in the background, and it's all connected. But yeah, I kind of want to show that a little bit more, um, and then we can do a deeper dive into the advances, uh, kind of go over their importance, and then yeah, we'll lastly demonstrate that obstacle, the obstacle level in that level beneath the lake. Hey, no, no worries, man. You gotta take care of you, and I appreciate all the support, but yes, yeah, the story, yes. So the story will. This playtest isn't really meant to uh, dive into the story exactly. It's more just the mechanics. It's sort of reaching out. Hey, do the mechanics feel right? Or does everything feel okay as in terms of a game? Because I am still working on the cinematics. Story is already finished. Technically, I just need to adapt it into a video game format. But yeah, once I get that feedback, I can go forward with everything else. Yeah, this playtest is mostly just for like, hey, does it feel right? Um, Especially on the controller, and yeah, that's mainly what this is for. Yeah, that's it. So it's a gameplay test. Yep, and because the story, I'm excited to jump into that, but I just need to know if I can move on to that at this time. Yeah. Um, oh, and then we described it a little bit. Oh, so great question. Right now, it's on 5.5 of Unreal. I know that they're about to roll out 5.8, which that's great. It's great, but it's like in my mind, wow, that was fast. It's it's like some great things have happened in 5.8, Unreal 5.8, but my game, yeah, it's just gonna stick with 5.5. Uh, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, 5.7 is the one that's out currently, but when you look at the when you look in the marketplace, you can see things already advertised for 5.8. So it's on the way. It's definitely on the way. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's pretty good. It's great. It's just yeah, my project is not ready for 5.8 5.6, let alone 5.7 and 5.8. Yeah. Hey, they're making progress. It's great, but it's like, man, when you're a solo dev or a small team, you can't. It's hard to keep up. I won't say you can't. There's definitely, you can probably could if you had nothing else to do, but it's definitely hard to keep up with migration into the later engines. But hey, good for them, man. Like if you were to start right now with game developing on your own game, uh, and learn everything there is that's been changed, all the updates and all that, you're golden, man, to begin whatever kind of game you want, because so much has been done in terms of like nanite, lumen, so many improvements. Like I recommend it. Just yeah, like try to keep up with the updates and stuff. Yeah, man, they're doing some great stuff, man. Epic is leading the way in a lot of things. Yeah, because for me, I started way back in 4.26, and I've made most of the migrations. So how it happened with me is I started in 4.26 for Avium, and then migrated all the way up to 5.0, and then I decided to stay in 5.0. Yeah, despite all the bugs that 5.0 has. Published Avium in 5.0, and then when I started working in Supreme Heroes, I had started in 5.3, and then migrated to 5.4, 5.5, and yeah, by the time that Supreme Heroes is fully launched, we'll probably be in 6.0 or something. Or it may be like revolutionized into something completely new, like I don't know, something. Yeah. That was another problem I faced too with GPUs in 5.3. 5.1 was another one that was kind of buggy, but it made some improvements. I think out of all the 5.0s or 5 fives out there, 5.0 is the buggiest. But yeah, 5.3 was definitely brutal. Had some growing pains there. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, I highly recommend it if you're making your own game. 5.8 when it does come out. Yeah, now would be the time to start. Yeah, they it's a double-edged sword for sure. It's a lot of these big companies are starting to switch over to Unreal, which is great. In some ways. Um, yeah, there's a lot you could say. There's a lot you could argue, the pros and cons of some of these bigger companies using Unreal for their games. Um, yeah, like I was just mentioning the other day, I like what Star Engine is doing. That's an impressive one. That's the one that Star Citizen released a trailer for a couple years back. It was like a 24-minute the future of gaming trailer where they went into the massive scale of their worlds, and it was just extremely impressive. I think that engine, like if we could get our hands on that engine, then that would be amazing. Like it would be the ideal engine for a superhero game, space game, obviously. But yeah, there's a lot of great engines, and then of course the Crimson Desert, the engine that um, the Crimson Desert was made in. That's a great engine. So yeah, but Unreal is doing well. They're doing well. That's what it's called. Okay, Black Space Engine. Gotcha. Yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah, 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 exactly. I think for open world games in Unreal, there's still some work to be done. They're doing great. I mean, The Witcher looks impressive. I'm just concerned about yeah, the GPU usage and all of that. Yeah, there's definitely some some areas for improvement there. Yeah. Well, hey, I want to thank you for taking the time to spend here and watch my stream and for amazing questions in chat, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate your time. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Yeah, it's you bring up you bring up a good point there with the engine. A lot of the time, it's the devs. It's up to the devs that have to optimize it because everything is there for AAA companies and indies to be able to use it however they want. But uh, yeah, you have to know where you can optimize it and where what kind of game you're making, what your limitations are. Um, yeah, that's a good point, man. So with my game, I I decided to disable Lumen because it wasn't when I started in 5.3, it wasn't to a point where uh, I wanted to use it in my game. But if I do migrate up to 5.7 or 5.8, yeah, I would definitely re-enable it and see what's been happening because from some of the videos I've seen, how Lumen is used now, it's 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 more optimized. It's definitely been improved. So, but currently, no, it does not use Lumen or Nanite for that matter. So, yeah, I decided to go in there and disable uh, not only from like the settings, the project settings, but meshes that I've used. Go in there and individually disable nanite on all of them because it seems to lately a lot of the models that you you either get from the marketplace or uh, like have in your assets, a lot of them have nanite automatically enabled. So yeah, went in there, individually disabled all of them, just because I'm not using nanite right now. But yeah, if I do migrate, that'll probably be something I have to undo. So that would be a lot of work, but uh, yeah, I'm hoping that it makes a slight difference in graphic usage because that's kind of what I was aware of from players. You know, as a developer, it's extremely great. It's convenient. It's it's amazing. Lumen and Nanite are they solve a lot of issues with LODs and all of that lighting. But for a player, you know, you see how they view it and how it affects their system, and yeah, it's not always the best. Or at least in the past, it wasn't. So I definitely want to take that to heart and make it as playable as possible for everyone. And one of the things I wanted to sacrifice was, you know, Lumen and Nanite, just because at the time they they weren't they weren't the best. So I'm glad that it works for you on your PC, because that's feedback, another piece of feedback that I'm counting on is, does it play well? Can it start? Can it play well? Run well? Aside from the actual like gameplay itself, does it run well? Oh, FSR, that's a good one. Right now I have TSR, but FSR, that's a good question. Um, it does have DSL DS DS DSLL DSSL. um, so it does have that currently, but TSR. Yeah, I'll look into that. I'll see if I can implement that. I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay. Yeah, good question. FSR. I'll check that out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good point. Yeah. Okay, good point. Yeah, to enable Lumen with FSR. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, and I think Unreal Engine, like, by default, I think it has TSR, but I haven't checked about FSR. So that's, yeah, let me check that out. Hey, that's still pretty good. 3050. I only have a 3090, right? Like that was the top of the line 5 years ago now. Jeez, that's crazy. Um, yeah, the 3000 series were good. I mean, they still are good, but they were like all the rage back in the day, and now we're at the 5000 series. It's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, 3060. Yeah, that's a good one. Heck yeah. Right on. Yeah, I consider it a beast still, the 3090. Um, Still able to uh, make my games on it, so yeah, it's still a beast. I don't really need to upgrade right now if I can help it. Yep. It runs it well. Yeah, I had no issues running Marvel Rivals. Yeah. Um, from what I remember, yeah, it was didn't have any hitches or glitches at all. Yeah. Are you planning to stream tomorrow? Marvel Rivals? Oh, right on. Like now? Oh, sweet. Well, I'll tune in, man. I'm just about done here. Yeah, we went over some pretty vital things. Tomorrow's video is probably going to be a shorter stream. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for popping in. But yeah. So couple last things before the stream is over. Yeah, we're gonna go over the secret level tomorrow. Some interconnectivity in the menus, but yeah, and we'll be streaming here tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Pacific time, if you're able to make it. And heck yeah, I am gonna work out right now and then get some stuff done. But I'll jump in on your stream after that if you're still streaming. Yes, great question. I yes. So right now the playtest is online, but if I come across any updates that need like sort of immediate feedback, yeah, you're the first on Speeding V3. You're the first on my list for playtesting that. So I appreciate that. Um, any sort of feedback you can give on that, I will definitely appreciate. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, and just let me know what you think, and uh, yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah, let me know when you're live. Shoot me a message in Discord, and yeah, I'll check out your stream. But thanks for joining this one, and we'll see you tomorrow if you're able to be there. And yeah, I'll catch your stream later. You take care, and thanks for watching, everyone else. All right, see ya.